Hi babies, welcome back to a new episode of me yapping and you listening. First of all, I was feeling great until I just finished Wuthering Heights, the movie. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Wuthering Heights, yes. And of course I cried my soul because what the fudge, literally. What is this? I hate watching movies at the end, like they don't end up together. So, I don't know. But in general, I really like the movie. Some things I didn't like, which is the way he treated the sister of her husband when he married her. I mean, it's really sick. But I think I understand, like, the psychology behind it in general. And of course, like, the husband, he's like really a good man. He did not deserve to go through all this, actually. Even his sister, actually, both of them. And oh my god, the snake. It was Nellie. She is the snake. You see, it's always the people who are the closest to you. Be careful. Sometimes, really, they are like envious of you, the way you look, your life, and everything. Because I feel like Kathy had almost everything. Comparing to that time, let's say. And of course, the cause of a lot of things, it was Nellie. And of course, both of them being stubborn and not wanting to talk to each other, whatever it is. But it was really sad to me. I mean, I really cried a lot. But I'm okay right now. And because of that, I thought to myself, like, why I don't talk about the latest movies, especially the last, let's say, 3 years. Have you noticed something lately? Which is almost every new movie feels super intense. Like, I noticed, and I was actually checking because I was, picking a movie because it's a movie night. And all the movies for this year, 2026, it's all about violence, crime, war, thrillers, horror, of course, psychological drama, and the list goes on. And I feel like where did the comedy, where did the nice movies went? Like, why every movie and every TV show has to have like some kind of extra violence and sick games and trauma and everything? It's not like I don't like it. I mean, I am a fan of Dexter, imagine. But again, I watch things for the psychology behind it. Maybe you will hate me, but I have compassion to Dexter because of his story. And I am an empath. So if you are an empath, you will understand that and you will agree with me. Perhaps. If not, well, it's your opinion and it's my opinion. But anyways, it's like everywhere you look, the stories are getting darker. And I started to ask myself, like, what does this do to us? to the audience, to the watchers, to the person who's like always watching this type of things, constantly. Because movies are not just entertainment, they shape how we feel, how we think, and sometimes I feel like how we see the world also. So when we constantly watch violence, fear, and chaos, definitely 100% our brain slowly starts to normalize it. You can see it everywhere. You can see it on even social media. I'm not against, making fun or doing some fun stuff. Because let's say you're a fan of this TV show or whatever. Like, for example, again, I will bring Dexter because it's one of my favorite TV shows. But like, I noticed like a lot of people celebrating their like birthday or whatever it is, and they're like making this cake so they can stop the cake and the blood coming out of it, and like, wow, everyone is laughing. Yeah, it's fun. It's kind of fun. But like, don't you see that it's becoming extra too much, And we don't even notice it happening, like it's happening. But over the time, it makes the world feel more dangerous than it is actually. And it can increase anxiety for sure. It can make us feel tense, alert, or even emotionally numb. And this is, of course, a lot of people feel it when they're watching too much cruel scenes, I would say. Especially for young people who are still forming their understanding of life and reality. They're mixing everything. And yeah, if all you see is conflict, danger, and negativity, you might start believing that this is what life mostly is, I remember, like, back in days, I was addicted to horror movies. And I would watch anything, and I realized that I was really tense in the past, and I was always having this anxiety, and yeah, I was totally different person back then. And I stopped watching any horror movie. It's not because I'm scared. I don't get scared, by the way, at all. Whether it's like ghosts or if it's bloody or whatever it is, I don't like. I realize it's a movie or like a TV show, So wait, I need to drink something. So as I was saying, I know the difference. It's like I understand this is like a movie, and I'm a very mature person. Actually, I know the difference between reality and movies. And yeah, sometimes it can be similar. Sometimes people copy actually from movies to do some stuff, whether it's crimes or whatever it is. We all see the news, But when I stopped and I switched to just watching things that does not make me tense while watching, because when you're watching, you will be like, your brain is working differently. Again, you will be like alert, and like I just don't like it. And I'm so happy because I spent almost half of my life, more than half of my life, watching horror movies and thrillers. And I mean, thrillers, I I like it still, but I don't watch horror movies at all, or like things that, I don't know, like those new movies. I was checking the list and I was like, this is crazy, because why would you just do movies about horrible things and horrific things? I even checked one of the movies. It was written violence, crime, war. Like, what the actual heck, let's say. I'm trying not to cuss a lot, to be honest. But like, why would you do such a thing? I mean, can you make a difference? Can you make a good movie? Can you make something nice that people can watch it and enjoy it? And not sad also, like the movie I just watched. So yeah, I feel much better. It did change me. It did change my chemical thingy in my brain. So I would recommend for you, if you are feeling like tense or you have like anxiety and you know that you are watching like, or you like watching horror movies or crime, whatever it is, this type of movies, I recommend you to stop watching it for like, give yourself 3 to 4 months without watching anything like this. You know, switch to watching comedy or romance, or yeah, it could be action as well, but like not very tense movies, and you will see the difference. You will start even sleep better, and you will start to see life with more light, actually. So yeah, okay, let's continue. What was I saying before I stopped? Yeah, of course, if all you see is conflict and danger and something like really negative, you might start believing that this is the world, right? And this is something really powerful, but in the bad way, not the good way, because again, what we consume becomes like part of our inner world, and this is something I have experienced myself, as I just explained to you. But here's the part where we don't talk about enough, which is we have a choice. We can choose what we feed our mind. It's not only about social media with the de-influencing, but it's more about what you watch, like movies and series, and whether it's the news also. So not everything needs to be intense to be interesting, by the way. Sometimes choosing a lighter content, a lighter movie, a lighter stories that are joyful and inspiring and calm can actually reset your perspective. And this is what really happened to me. When I talk to you and when I give you examples, it's coming from an experience. And I'm really glad that I took that decision. I mean, it is tempting sometimes, like, especially if, because one of my friends likes to go to the movies and likes to watch also horror movies. So sometimes when my friend tells me like, oh, there's this new movie, it's like this and that, and I'm like, oh, it's the horror one. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to watch it, like, let's go. I'm like, no, thank you, I will pass, because it is tempting, but I rather to sleep good and feel good and not even think about this movie, you know? And I remember the first time I watched a horror movie, I was 8 years old. Can you imagine? This was like really fucked up, but I watched it with my sister and my brother as well, and they were watching Scream. Actually, no, it wasn't Scream. No, it was not Scream. It was something else. I even forgot. It's called I Know What You Did Last Summer or something like this. Is it Scream? I don't know really. But anyways, until this day, that was like what, years and years ago, I remember my reaction. Like I was watching and I was like sometimes closing my eyes. And of course, by the way, no one forced me to watch it. I wanted to be there. I wanted to watch it. And they were like actually warning me that I'm going to have like bad dreams and nightmares. And I was like, no, like I can handle it. It's just like a movie and everyone is watching. So I want to be part of the gang, as they say. And guess what? The same night, I tried to sleep and I couldn't, because literally I thought, of course, that I saw someone coming up the stairs and about to, murder me or my family. And it was crazy because it took me like weeks to get over it. And I think at that point of my life, I was like, that's interesting. I kind of like horror movies. And yeah, since then I started to watch it until what was the last time I watched a horror movie? I would say like 4 to 5 years ago I stopped watching it because I really don't like it. Oh wait, I watched one movie and it wasn't me actually. We went to the movies. That was with my ex, which is ew. I didn't know that was movie, or that movie was like really horror. It's if you remember it, it's about the actor Nicolas Cage, and when he was like playing like a woman or whatever it is. But anyways, I wasn't scared. Nothing affected me, of course, because I watched it as a grown woman, And that was what, like 3 years ago? This was the only movie that I remember I watched it in the last 5 years that was like horror. And I didn't even like it. I was like, I don't even like it. I don't know. Like at the end of it, it was so stupid. With all my respect, but it was nothing. In fact, I liked his movie, which is comedy, when he was playing Dracula. That one, I like it. It was so funny because it was like horror comedy. So I like this type of movies. But the one he made as a woman, where he murder or whatever it is, like he have like some kind of spirits, I didn't like it. So yeah, always remember that this type of movies, the good movies we're talking about, it can really remind you that life is not only chaos, it's not only bad things, it's not only drama, or I don't know, you being intense or panicking or being scared. No, there is beauty, there is peace, there is softness. And I feel like there is softness in both gender, or all genders. I'm correcting it, all genders. Whether it's he, him, her, they, them, she, whatever it is. I feel like we still have this beauty somehow inside of us. We are just disrupted and distracted, because some people they like or they enjoy the self-destruction actually, which is kind of sad. If you are this type of person, you need to go to therapy, really. Or you can just listen to me and you will be fine. You will be healed. I will cure you. I will cure you? Is this a word? I will heal you. Okay, that's a word. And yeah, maybe the real balance is not avoiding these movies completely, of course, but like being aware, being intentional, choosing what you watch the same way you would choose what you eat, right? What you wear, what you read even. Because your mind deserves that care too, So next time you press play, just ask yourself, how do I want to feel after this? I mean, for me, if I knew today that I would be crying, I wouldn't watch the movie, because I thought that there is like a happy ending, and all my friends who watched it and they wanted to talk about it, I was like, don't tell me anything, don't burn it for me, because I want to watch it. And here I am, I watched it and I cried, but it's nice. It's a beautiful movie. So that's it. This is what I wanted to share with you today. Be more selective even about the things that you watch, because it is going to change the way how you feel and how you see life. I hope you're doing well, and I hope that you had a lovely Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, it is. I wish you a lovely night. Take care of yourself. I am so proud of you, and you will hear me very soon.